Well, tonight is the Spurs' last home game in the regular season as they host Oklahoma City Thunder. The hashtag Pink in the Ring is currently trending on social media as last week Rampage fans signed a pink ribbon with a message for breast cancer survivors in their lives. That ribbon is now on the ice for tonight's game as the Rampage hosts the Texas Stars. Reporting from the AT&T Center, I'm Kiersten Ehr, Time Warner Cable News. Good evening and welcome to Sports Night. I'm Kiersten Ehr. Glad to have you with us. In Game 2 of the first round series Monday night, the Mavericks shocked the Thunder. Dallas's 85-84 win marked the biggest upset in NBA playoff history. That's only if you're judging games off the betting line. The Texas State softball team is back in action tonight as the Bobcats play the UT Longhorns. The Bobcats, who defeated the Longhorns on March 2nd, entered the game with 23-11 overall. The Texas State baseball team prevailed over UTSA last night, 13-10. The Bobcats blasted 4 home runs, including 2 from freshman Ryan Newman. Tonight, the Bobcats will host Texas A&M Corpus Christi. The game will start at 6 p.m. at Bobcat Ballpark. Harry Potter fans were offered a taste of Muggle Quidditch this past weekend. Jasmine Carranza has more in this Bobcat update. Zach Harbin is a transfer student from Northern Arizona State. The sophomore is a California native. Harbin has been preparing himself physically and mentally for a walk-on trial since last summer.
I'll wake up and just have like a strict eating regimen and then go lift, and then after that get workouts in with footwork and stretching and blah, 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 blah. So it's definitely a job, even when it's not a job.
Luckily, Zach was chosen to be a walk-on for the defensive back position after beating out 15 other guys for the spot.
And it's all about competition. You're trying to beat out the best man, so I don't know, it's definitely hard work, but it's enjoyable.
Zach says he made it his goal while in high school to be recruited by a Division I football team. He even had to transfer high schools just to play for a better football team in hopes of being noticed.
I made it kind of a goal early in my years that I wanted to play Division I football, and I kind of wanted to do whatever I had to, and had a great family behind me.
Since the football team has a new coaching staff, Zach has had to reintroduce himself and prove himself worthy of being on the roster for the fall season.
Coaching staff got fired, so had to reintroduce myself and said, hello, I'm Zach, and they said just come out and try out and we'll see where you're at, and I did, and I ended up making it.
The Texas State community has been showing its excitement for the new head coach, Everett Withers. Zach says Withers' mantra can be found in the hashtag Party in the End Zone.
I like him just because of the fact that he tells it how it is. He's definitely honest with what he says.
Being the new kid on the block in a new college and state isn't always the easiest thing, but Zach said that he isn't worried about the other players he's competing with since he has strong faith in God.
If you work hard enough, you'll get places, and just by the grace of God, I guess, too.
Well, Zach has a perfect work ethic and determination as proven right here on the Texas State football field. You can see him in action in the rest of the Bobcats later this spring for the annual Maroon and Gold football game. For Bobcat Update, I'm Kiersten Ehr. Since 2013, Will Grant has been the manager for the Texas State baseball team. Prior to coming to Texas State, Grant was a student manager at Dobie High School in Livonia, Texas, where he earned the Hart Award for having a tremendous work ethic. Dobie High School noticed that Grant had a heart dedicated to baseball and a passion to help others. Grant says that prior to coming to Texas State, he was nervous and wasn't sure what to expect, but was given the green light to see if he could fulfill the student manager duties.
So we had an award that was originally named the Hart Award, and they changed it to the William Grant Hart Award just to accommodate me. And so now, year after year, they give it to what they think is the hardest worker, and usually it's baseball players, and it's really nice.
Texas State baseball assistant coach Mike Fekosh says that Grant is always the first one on the field and the last one to leave after practices and games.
I think his loyalty and his dedication to our guys, and not just the staff, but our kids. He works long hours for our guys, and making sure that they have everything they need the next day.
Being a student manager isn't all that glamorous. Grant has a full list of his duties and responsibilities, but he smiles with no complaints as his passion is to be a part of the team.
Laundry, that's a big thing. I think that's one of my more important things. during practice and during game or after practice, after games, I immediately go to the washroom. I wait for the guys to put their clothes up.
Shortstop Luke Shirley says that Grant's motivational speeches before the games and practices have truly made a difference on the team.
The guy shows up to work every day, gets here before we do, and usually he leaves after we do. And I think it's just contagious how hard he works. It makes us all want to work a little bit harder. So
Grant takes pride in being a positive influence for the team through the ups and downs of the season.
I just let it all go out. So I got him in a circle, I said a chant, and everybody was fired, started jumping up and down. And ever since then, I got more close to the team.
Left fielder Granger Studdard says the team has completely changed for the better since Grant started working for the team.
I mean, he's impacted and helped us out in pretty much any way you can think of. Just from making sure we're all ready for the games to getting us pumped up before the games. He plays a role in every part of this team.
Grant says that this team has become a brotherhood that he will never forget.
I mean, I think I can call anybody right now and have a 3 to 2 hour conversation with them just because it's that great. I see everybody as brothers. The coaches, they're like fathers to me.
With Will Grant's hard work and dedication to shine a light on the baseball team, some of the players wanted to give thanks to the man who makes sure the Bobcats are successful on and off the field.
Will, I just want to thank you for everything you've done these past 3 years. Without you, we wouldn't be ready to play every day, and we wouldn't get as pumped up with your pregame speeches you give us.
I just want to say thank you for all the stuff you do for us, everything that goes unseen. Sometimes it may seem like we don't really appreciate it, but I promise you we do. We love you, man, and thank you for everything.
Will, thank you for all that you do and for the friendship that you've given me. And I know that I become a better person now that I have you in my life.
For Bobcat Update, I'm Kiersten Ehr.